Hi yogis, I'm Leah. I'm very grateful to be here to guide you in this energized vinyasa flow today. So we're going to get the body moving, we're going to build some heat, strengthen the shoulders, we're going to incorporate some core work, basically from start to finish. And we're going to some balance challenges throughout this practice. So if you have a couple blocks or something that resembles a block at home, go ahead and grab that, get set up, get your playlist ready to roll. If you want, you can download my playlist from the description or play your own, whatever suits your fancy. And all right, have some fun. So let's start in a child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees out wide. And you can start by just stretching your fingertips towards the top of your mat. Your forearms lifted, so get into a nice little side body stretch. Forehead finds that connection down to the earth. And a prop. And when you're ready, begin to let the forearms gently release them. And just begin to feel your mat beneath your forehead. Even take it to the side. Begin to just follow the rhythm of your breath. Just heighten that awareness. Begin to exaggerate the breath. Inhale, expand through the belly, the ribs all the way up to the chest. And then take a big open mouth exhale. Let everything go. Draw the navel into the spine. And then another deep inhale. Feeling up all the way to the top. And then open mouth exhale. And then again, inhale. Find that expansion all the way up. Then pause at the top. Hold the breath. Feel the lips. And release it out through the nose. Invite that slight hug in the back of your throat, transition to your Ujjayi pranayama. So just ride the waves of your breath. Start to stoke that internal fire. Allow this breath to stay with you as you move through this practice. This breath keeps you present. Notice times of disconnect. Make a simple breath. And then slowly begin to reach your fingertips up towards the top of your mat. Let your forearms begin to rise. On your inhale, slowly rise up. Come into a tabletop position. And right away, start to get into the hips. So we're going to take some big hip circles. Whatever direction feels right for you. Start to find movement in the body. Exaggerate through the shoulders. I'm going to take it the opposite direction. Take the gaze over each shoulder. And then come back. Find that neutral spine. Spread the fingers wide, shoulders come over the wrists. On your inhale. Lift up through the sitting bones, lift up through your crown. As you exhale, dome and round, tuck your chin to chest. Inhale, hammock your belly down, lift up through the heart, through the crown. And exhale, dome, round, and tuck. Next inhale, draw the heart forward, lift it to the crown. And exhale as you round, press it through the palms. Get into that back body stretch. And then just continue a few more rounds, just at your own pace. Just notice how the body feels, how you've landed, how you've arrived on your mat. That's without a judgment, that's just an awareness. So you know what places you might need to be a little more mindful of. And after you finish your next round of breath, return to neutral. Palms ground to the mat. Extend your right leg behind you. So flexing your right foot, keep that right hip drawn down. Crown of the head reaches to the top of your mat. So find that nice length. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, bring your knee in towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, draw the knee in towards the nose, round through the back. Inhale again, find that length. This time stay, the right leg is going to be long behind you. As you take an inhale, this time we're going to lower down. We're going to chaturanga push-up. Inhale, take it back up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, one more time, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Release the right knee to the mat. Hips swing side to side. Then extend the left leg behind you. Now that left hip down, nice long spine. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, draw it in, knee to nose. Inhale, long spine. And exhale. One more time in. Inhale, extend the long. And exhale, invite in that push up. Inhale, press back up. And exhale, hug the elbows in as you lower down. Inhale, press up. And exhale, one more time. Inhale, come back up. Find tabletop. Tuck the toes under. And slowly take your hips up to the sky. Come into your first downward facing dog. And just let yourself arrive. And pedal the legs. On the tippy toes, hips a little side to side. Sway the head, whatever. Feels right. And when you're ready, settle into active stillness. So palms, strong connection to the mat. Eyes of the elbows rotate in. Chest comes a little closer to the shins. Heels drift a little closer to the back. And just hold a couple of breaths. And then slowly begin to walk your palms to the back of the mat. Inhale to half lift. Palms to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, maintain a slight bend in the knees, and then reach and grab opposite elbows into a ragdoll pose. So the upper body, the head, the neck, that is all nice and heavy. So maybe shake your head, yes, no. Hold that tension right in this way. Sway to the side or shift your weight forward and back. Focus in areas. And then release the fingertips down. Slowly begin to walk back to the top of the mat. Come into a high plank, top of push-up. Fingers are spread wide. Shoulders are over the wrists. Heels high over the toes. You always have the option in this practice to use the earth to support you. Knees down. But if you want to stay knees lifted, really engage through the legs. Wherever you're at, draw the navel up and into spine so your core is strong and active. Press up through the palms, find that nice long spine. Deep inhale, and exhale, hug the elbows in as you slowly release all the way down. So the palms are going to come under the shoulders, tops of the feet are flat. Long spine, inhale, lift up through the heart, the head gazes down the tip of your nose. And exhale, release. Take that one more time. Inhale, lift the heart, the head. Option to float your palms. Cobra, Ujjayi. And exhale, release down. You're going to tip your fingers wide, all the way come off the mat. Elbows point up towards the ceiling. And on your inhale, lift up to center. And exhale, take your gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center. And exhale, take your gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale to center. And exhale as you release down. Walk the palms now to the lower part of your rib cage. Inhale as you press into the earth, begin to rise up, come into a full cobra with a slight bend still in the elbows, or option to lengthen the arms, float the thighs as you come into a forward facing dog. Think of broadening through the collarbones. You want to shine your heart forward, take the gaze up, nice even breath, deep inhale, and exhale. Slowly take your hips up to the sky as you come into downward facing dog. Arriving down dog. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, take a few steps as you make your way to the top. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Then on your inhale, slow control as you rise up in one vertebra at a time. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Arms to the side for Tadasana Mountain Pose. Arrive standing. Spread the toes wide. Roll the shoulders down and back. Chin parallel to the mat as you grow tall through your crown. And just pause here. It feels safe in the body. The eyes closed or light in the soft gaze. Find the breath. Gently open the eyes. Inhale, reach up. And exhale as you swan dive all the way forward. Inhale to half lift. And exhale, fold forward, step both feet back. Pause here in high plank for the inhale. Option to lower the knees. Exhale as you lower and hover. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, shine your heart forward, full cobra or up dog. And exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat, bend in the knees. Exhale, you can hop, walk, float to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward, weight into the heels. Inhale as you reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the palms. You can jump back, step back, flow low, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Pause here in down dog. On your inhale, send your right leg high. Find a bend in your right knee. Stack your right hip over the left. Continue to bring your right shoulder down. And then if you like, invite in some movement. Ankle, knee circles. Next inhale, come back to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose hold. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through. Left knee comes down to the mat. Inhale, arms rise up. Come into a low lunge. So draw that right hip back. Find that opening of the left hip flexor. Inhale as you lift up through the fingertips. And exhale, shift the weight forward, cactus the arms wide. Inhale, reach. And exhale, take it wide. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, elbows wide with the heart. Inhale, return the fingertips high. This time on the exhale, you're going to tuck your back toes under, arms come long to the side. As you come into a turbo lunge. Continue to bring that right hip back. Engage through the triceps. Fingertips reach towards the back of your room. Inhale, reach up, come into a high lunge. And exhale, shift the upper body forward, fly the arms. Inhale, return, reach up, high lunge. And exhale, fly the arms long. Inhale, come up to high lunge. This time on the exhale, begin to lower down. Left palm stays as you open twist to the right. Find a low lunge twist. Back heel high over the toes. Even foundation in this right foot, so draw the right knee in towards the midline. Find length in the spine as you inhale. Deepen into the twist as you exhale. One more deep breath in. And Exhale, slowly lower your right palm down, but then walk along the left side of your mat. We're going to come all the way so we're facing the back, palms down, step the left foot back, flow through your vinyasa. Vinyasa, facing the back of your mat. We all come together in downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right heel high. Exhale, step through between your hands. Left knee gently comes down. Inhale, reach up, low lunge. Find ourselves in this low lunge again. Reach up through the fingertips. This time we're going to guide left elbow under the right, find eagle arms. So you can take palms to the shoulders, back of the hands, or take the whole body, palm to palm. Continue to lift up through the elbows. More inhale. And exhale, begin to unwind. You're going to then plant the palms, walk along the right side of the mat, back to the top, step it back, look through your vinyasa. Or whatever transition calls out to you. Always skip those chaturangas. Breath in child's pose or round of cat and cow, whatever you feel called to today. On your inhale, send your left leg high. Find a bend in your left knee, stack the left hip over the right, and continue to draw that left shoulder down. And invite movement into the knee, the ankle. Next inhale, come back to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose hold. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose hold. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through, right knee comes down. Inhale, arms reach up, low lunge. Right away, draw that left hip back, find that opening in the right hip flexor. Reach up through the fingertips, inhale, and exhale, hips shift a little forward, elbows wide. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, take it wide. Inhale, reach up. Come on, exhale, tuck your right toes under into that turbo lunge. Your back leg is strong. Left hip crease back, triceps engage, fingertips reach towards the back, long spine. Navel draws into the spine. Inhale, reach up. Just come over the hips, high lunge. And exhale, fly along, upper body shifts forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fly on. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, begin to lower down. This time it's the right palm that stays open, twist to the left. And this back leg is charged, heel over the toes. Left knee draws into the midline. Inhale, think of the crown reaching towards the top of the mat. Exhale as you deepen into the twist. One more deep breath in. And exhale, release the left palm down and walk along the right side of the mat till you turn to face the back of your mat. Step the right foot back. Look through your vinyasa, your transition. You come back together, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, step through, right knee lowers down. Inhale, low lunge. Left hip comes back. Right elbow this time comes under the left as you find your eagle bind or your connection to shoulders. Hold here, connect into the breath. You need to lift up through the elbows. Invite in a baby back bend if you choose. One more deep inhale. On your exhale, slowly release, lower the palms. Then walk along the left side of the mat, come back to the top, plant the palms, step the right foot back, and flow all the way through your vinyasa, where we meet again in downward facing dog. Awesome, down dog. Just take a deep inhale through the nose. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Fill the lips. Reconnect in with your Ujjayi breath. Inhale takes the right heel high. Exhale, guide the right knee to the right elbow, hold. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee crosses over to left elbow, hold. Inhale, take it back high. And exhale, step through. Back heel stays lifted, both legs engaged. Inhale, arms rise. That's a high lunge. Draw the right hip back. Get the ribs in, so you want to find that nice, strong core. Pinkies come forward towards the top of your mat, thumbs to the back. The shoulders soften from the ears. With the breath. One more inhale. And exhale, back foot spins parallel to the back of your mat, arms open wide, for warrior two. Just take a moment, set up the alignment in the feet. Front heel aligns to back heel or back arch. Outside edge of this back leg presses down to the mat so you have strong warrior legs. Draw your right hip back slightly. Shoulders come over the hips. I'm going to guide the left elbow under the right. And find eagle arms. So that can be palms to shoulders. Take the full bind. Your gaze will be straight out. Continue to engage the legs. Core is active. And breath. One more inhale. And exhale, unwind. Return to warrior two. Inhale to straighten your front leg. Reach up to both fingertips. Lift the triangle. And exhale, take it back down, warrior two. Inhale, lift a triangle, reach up. And exhale, warrior two. Arms stay long on the horizon this time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, extend your right forearm to thigh. Top arm straight up or overhead. Bicep by the ear. Extended side angle. So little to no weight. Right forearm, if you want to avoid just hanging out. Gently press that connection on the inside. For more, you can add on a half bind or full, whatever in your practice. You want to maintain nice, long side body, nice even breath. Added a bind. Slowly begin to release. Stay legs in the lunge. Inhale, arms up and back. Reverse your warrior. So right knee draws forward. So find a nice side body stretch. Really connect to the breath. Inhale, think of lifting the fingertips up and back as the knee comes forward. One more inhale. And exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way down to the mat. Step the right foot back to high plank. Hold here in a high plank. Take another deep inhale. And then exhale, elbows hug in, release all the way down to the mat. Tops of the feet come flat. Arms come down by your side. So palms flat, pinkies alongside your legs. And exhale everything out. And then on your inhale, begin by lifting your arms, your heart, your head, and then your legs for locust pose, Shalabhasana. Continue to use your breath. Inhale lifts you up. Exhale holds you. Fingertips, toes reach to the back. A little more, clasp fingers together. More heart opener, but keep your gaze down the tip of your nose. Neck just lengthens off the spine. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Take your right ear to the mat. One round of breath. Palms come up underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Elbows draw in. Inhale, press up to high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, hold. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, knee crosses over to right elbow, hold. Inhale, take it high. And exhale, knee to the nose, step through. And that back heel lifted, legs charged up. Inhale, rise. Find high lunge. Draw that left hip back. Back leg, nice and strong. Long through the core. Shoulders away from the ears. Connect into the breath. One more inhale. And exhale, arms open wide to the horizon for warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. So again, quick look down. Heel comes the line to the back, heel back, arch. Shoulders over the hips, legs stay engaged. This time diving right elbow under the left. Find equal bind connection. Continue to engage through the legs. Gaze is out. In front as the elbows continue to lift. And one more inhale. And exhale as you return to warrior two, arms long. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reach up through your fingertips. And exhale, take it back, warrior two. Inhale, lift, triangle, fingertips reach. Exhale, warrior two. This time arms long, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left forearm to thigh. Top arm straight up, take bicep by the ear. Take that bicep by the ear, it's a nice long line. Outside edge of the right foot, all the way up to the outside edge of that pinky finger. Again, same option as before. Add on, bring in that bind. Notice you start to collapse in. Keep it open, heart space shines, shoulder away from the ear. Breath nice and even. Chose that bind, slowly begin to release. Stay connected to the lunge. Inhale, arms up and back as you reverse your warrior. So again, that left knee. Track it forward. Fingertips up and back. So find a nice stretch. Lower part of the ribs, top part of the hip bone. Your gaze can be up, it can be down. One more inhale. And exhale, cartwheel it all the way down to the mat. Left foot steps back. High plank, hold. Legs engage, core draws in, press up through the palms, inhale. Exhale, release all the way down, one long line to the mat. Tops of the feet flat. There you have the choice. You can take another round of locusts, or if you want to move into floor bow, bend into your knees, reach around, reach out sides of your feet. Into the center of your mat before you lift. Exhale everything up. And on your inhale, take into your hands as you lift up through the heart, your head. Continue to use the inhale to lift. The exhale to hold. Energize the entire back body. One more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release. Left ear comes to the mat. And if you like, just windshield wiper your legs side to side and just find a nice lower back release. And when you're ready, slowly lower them down. Chin comes center, palms under the shoulders. Tuck the toes under, core engaged. Inhale, press up to high plank. And exhale, hips to the sky. Find downward facing dog. Settling down, dog, deep inhale. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more time, inhale. Open mouth, let it go. Release the breath. Release what is not serving you. And let it all go. Your lips. Find your Ujjayi breath. Next, inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, step through between your hands. Inhale, you're going to windmill your arms up as you pivot your back foot parallel to the back of your mat. Return to warrior two. So we've been here before. Recheck alignment, engage through the legs. Push them over the hips. Each time you exhale, explore coming a little deeper into the lunge. Inhale, straighten your front leg, long through the side body. Exhale as you reach towards the top of your mat until you can't reach anymore. And slowly guide your right palm down to your shin. Or your palm. We're trying Trikonasana. So you want to maintain this length through the side body. So notice if you start to find that left shoulder collapse down just to reach the floor. No. Bring it up. It's about finding length through the spine, not necessarily reaching the mat. Nice open space between throat, chin the chest, fingertips reach up. And slowly release your right palm to your hip. You start to bend into your right knee. And step your back foot in about halfway. Have it prop. Just place it up to the top right side of your mat. Deep inhale, and as you exhale, you're slowly in a balancing pose, balancing half moon. The left leg parallel to the mat. Use the prop. Left hand can stay to the hip. Fingertips up. Light on the fingertips. And your right palm. Center, even breath. And when you're ready, slightly bend into that right knee. Slowly lower the left foot down. Return to warrior two. Land softly. Take an inhale. And then exhale, step your left foot to meet your right. Come into chair pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Engage through the legs. Weight shifts into the heels, strong chair legs, core, and then send the weight into your right foot. Slowly lift the left, come into a one-legged Tadasana. Find that 90-degree bend. Then invite the left elbow under the right as you find eagle arms once again. And then slowly begin to take the left knee over the right. Extend to the side, tuck into the shin, or you can double wrap. Come into full Dandasana eagle pose. Continue to draw, hip back. Inhale slowly. Come back to one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, come back into chair. Not going to stay in chair long. Continue to lower all the way down to the mat. Find the boat pose. So here you can keep a bend in the knees. You can take palms behind the thighs. Give yourself that support. We'll keep arms long, straight the legs. Core is active. Continue to lift up through the heart. Next inhale, slowly lower down, find a low boat. Inhale, come back to boat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, low boat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take it back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, low boat. Got it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Come onto your mat, cross one ankle over the other. We are not staying. Start to rock. Gain some momentum. And when you're ready, you're going to come all the way up and over. Down dog is the destination. Choose how you get there. It can be a vinyasa, a step back, a jump back. Connect back together, downward facing dog. For your inhale, your left heel high. Exhale, step through between your hands. Windmill your arms all the way up, back foot pivots parallel to the back of your mat. Reconnect back into warrior two. Set up those strong warrior legs. Just come over the hips. Stay engaged, connected, fingertips reach. Nice even breath. Nice soft gaze. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Arms stay long, long side body. Exhale, reach towards the top of your mat with your left fingertips. If you can anymore, left palm then connects to your shin. Long side body, right fingertips reach out. Even breath. Begin to guide your right palm to your hip. Gaze comes down to the mat, bend into the left leg, step your right foot about halfway in. Make that connection, left palm to your prop, or all the way down to the floor. And then when you're ready, slowly begin to lift the right leg. Leg is parallel to the mat, flex that foot. Hand can stay to hip. You can reach fingertips up. Slowly allow the gaze. Right down. Woo. Return to warrior two. We don't stay long. Inhale, step forward. Come back to chair. We're back to that chair pose. Weight into the heels. On your inhale, you're going to round up into the left, but slowly lift the right. Bag the the right elbow under the left. Again, find the connection. And then when you're ready, slowly bring your right leg up and over. So you find that full Garudasana. The side can be a kickstand. If you're more curious, find the hug to the shin. Again, double wrap. Draw that right hip back. Continue to lift elbows. Breath. Slowly begin to unwind, reach up, and exhale, swan back forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms. You can take one last vinyasa, or you can step back to downward facing dog. We'll reconnect. Find the breath. When you're inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, glide your right knee behind your right wrist, shin to the earth as you gently lower all the way down. So extend left leg long behind you. And have a quick look back. Make sure it's coming out of the hip nice and straight. Top of the foot is flat. Press palms into the mat and lengthen. And then as you exhale, stay long through the spine. Just walk your palms out. Make a connection with the chest or forehead to a block. Or your built-in forearm prop. You're welcome to take a figure four. Modify however you see fit. Continue to ride the breath with these long holds. Allow conversations to begin. What comes next? Well, plenty of time for that. Just find your breath. Stay as you are. The moment that matters is right now. If there's any more soften hips, shoulders. Feel the breath. Assist you. And slowly begin to come back onto the palms. Press yourself up. And then we're gently going to come onto the right hip. We have the sole of the right foot on the upper inner thigh of the left leg. Inhale, reach up through the fingertips. And as you exhale, turn and fold over the left leg. Forward into the knee. The palms can come to the shin. Sole of the foot. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. So each time you inhale, think of lengthening up, giving yourself space, and then exhale, use that breath to come a little bit deeper. Follow that rhythm. About 4 more breaths. Slowly on your next inhale, begin to rise up. Exhale as your right palm connects to the mat under your right hip. Next breath in, lift up through the left fingertips. Lift up through the hips for stargazer pose. Release that compression. Sole of the left foot press down. Lift up through the heart. Fingertips. Next exhale, slowly begin to lower the hips back down. Make your way back to a tabletop position. And from tabletop, tuck the toes under, lift to the sky down, facing dog. And settle into down dog. Final down dog of this practice. Inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to the left wrist. Lower down, right leg long behind you. So then that quick look back, reach hips in line with the hip. The top of the foot is flat. Palms into the mat, length and grow. And then as you exhale, continue to stay long through the spine. As you find that surrender in the upper body down. And chest, forehead can come to a block. We're going to follow that inhale all the way to the top. And then exhale and zoom, let it all go. Inhale, relax. Exhale. And notice the place where you hold. Breath. Give you that extra assistance to soften. Take what you need. Slowly come back up onto the palms. Rest yourself up, and then gently come onto your left hip. Sole of your left foot is going to be on the inside of your right thigh. Inhale, reach up through the fingertips, and then exhale, turn as you fold over the right leg. Forehead comes towards the knee. Again, inhale, space lengthen. Exhale as you deepen. Surrender, and a nice hamstring stretch. Inhale, slowly begin to rise. Exhale, left palm behind the left hip. Next breath in, reach up through the right fingertips, lift up through the hips, find stargazer, let that hip compression. Shine your heart bright. Feel your breath. Exhale, slowly lower your hips all the way down. We're going to stay seated. Bring the soles of your feet flat. Reach through the core, last little bit of core work. The arms are long, parallel to one side of the mat. Exhale, slowly release, coming down one leg back. Bring your heels in, slow your sitting bones. If you have a prop or something to support you, you keep it close by, arms along by your side. Inhale, lift up through the hips for bridge pose. So option 2, take supported bridge, slide the block under the sacrum. Or traditional bridge, continue to either press down the palms with the hips, or interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders under, and then pinkies to the mat. The traditional bridge is still very active. Hips continue to lift, knees draw in, back of the head presses into the mat. Your choice of full wheels in your practice, you can add on. Slow control on your exhale, begin to lower all the way out. Right knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze. Then reach between your knees, grab outside your feet or shins, and find happy baby. Let the soles of your feet press up, your knees draw down. You can choose to stay static in the hold, or take a little side to side. Or try both. Whatever feels right. Really bring your knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. Extend the left leg long. Clasp below the right knee, draw on the outside of your ribs up towards your shoulder for relieving pose. We're not going to stay here long, but a couple breaths just to explore. So each exhale, draw your knee in deeper. And release the breath, gently guide that knee over to the left side of the mat, shift your hips a little to the right. Find supine twist. I want to keep both shoulder blades down to the mat. So notice if one begins to lift, if arms come wide, you can try just cactusing your arms. If you want a little extra support, you can place something underneath the knee. If you want a little more depth into the twist, move your head to the right side. Slowly begin to bring everything back to center. Both knees into your chest, little squeeze, reset the spine. Extend the right leg long. Left knee comes on the outside. Ribs up towards the shoulder. And this mindful breath. Noticing how that feels, drawing it in deep on the exhale. Release the breath, gently guide the left knee over to the right, hips this time shift to the left. Find placement of the arms. Fingers to the twist, turn your head to the left. An option to close the eyes here on out. Follow your breath. When you're ready, slowly bring your feet back into center. The chest, forehead comes into the knees. If you like, wrap your arms around, give yourself a big hug. Great job, everybody. Enjoying the book to your mat. Having a little fun, but finding that good connection to the breath. Deep, mindful inhale. And then roll down the exhale. Let it all go. Just like long. Let your feet sway to the side. Your arms take up space you have. It's heavy down to the mat. Softness in the jaw. Release your ujjayi breath. Back of the head bounce down. Here. Surrender. Our final resting position. As long as you like. Again, just come onto your mat.